Hello everyone and welcome to my presentation. As you can see in the screen, our topic today is welcome to Google Classroom. So I'm gonna start with the definition of Google Classroom and sharing the benefits and features of Google Classroom and the importance of Google Classroom in learning and teaching distance, advantages for both teachers and students. Finally, what can administrator and guardian do with Google Classroom? Okay, let's start. First, what's Google Classroom? Google Classroom, as you can see here, is a free blended learning platform developed by Google for educational institutions that aims to simplify creating, distribution, and grading assignments. These days, Google Classroom is one of the most popular free online tools for teachers and students. It's basically a simple LMS, which means Learning Management System. The primary purpose of Google Classroom is to streamline the process of sharing files between teachers and students. In other words, once you create a group and invite your student, you can use this online environment for a number of actions, such as you can make announcements to your student, you can make or create tasks and assignments to be done by learners, you can even share different sorts of materials and create online quizzes. Here you can see benefits of Google Classroom in more details. Such benefits can be simplicity, easy to set up and use. This means Google Classroom can save teachers time and simplify everyday tasks. In other words, it can switch from class to assignment to student in just a few clicks, as well as students can easily join a class with the code without hampering or interrupting their teaching process. Another benefit can be organized work for students and teachers. It means Classroom creates a Google Calendar for each class and updates the calendar with work and due dates. Students can also review upcoming work with a click, and for teachers, they can review student work including assignments, questions, grades, and previous comment. Integration. Full integration with Google Drive. One of the positive features of Google Classroom is that it integrates really well with other popular Google tools, such as Google Docs, Google Forms, and Google Drive. In fact, when you create your group in Google Classroom, it automatically generates a Google Drive folder. All the materials that you share with your student are going to be stored. Communications means enhanced communication between students and teachers. Now we have covered the basic. Let's talk about the main features. There are some important features of Google Classroom which can be used by both teachers and students for better learning and interactions. Number one, grading means Google Classroom can work with different grading systems. Teachers are able to attach assignments and text files which students can view, edit, and copy. Number two, assignments means teachers store assignments in Google Class and share it with student. Files are stored in students' drive and then submitted when they are ready. Number three, communications. For example, teachers can post announcements for students and students can comment on them. The importance of Google Classroom in learning and teaching distance. When the coronavirus pandemic spread around the world, most educational institutions were closed and people stopped leaving their houses. As a result, some apps participated to continue the education process. Among these apps, Google Classroom can be one solution to complete the teaching learning process while the school and university still cannot be opened. By Google Classroom, teachers can create an online classroom area in which they can manage all the documents that their students need. Within the Google Classroom, students and teachers can have a conversation about any title or action while they are in their houses. In addition, Google Classroom provides students to be independent, engagement, and motivated because most of younger learners these days tend to use technology in their daily life. Advantages of Google Classroom for teachers, such as start a video meeting, create and manage classes, assignments, and grades online without paper. Add the materials to your assignments such as YouTube video and other items from Google Drive. Use the class stream to post announcements. Advantages of Google Classroom for students such as track a class work and submit assignments, check originality, feedback, and grades, share resources, and interact in the class stream or by email. Google Classroom can be used by Guardian. For example, get an email summary of your students' work, which means teachers in any G Suite domain can invite parents and guardians to sign up for email summaries that include the student upcoming or missing work and review announcements and activities. Google Classroom can be used also by administrators. For example, protect data and set permission for your users. Protect data means Classroom is covered under the core G Suite for education terms of service, which includes Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act of 1974 FERPA. Complaints. Set permission means enable or disable Classroom for all user-specific organizational units and other G Suite for education school districts. Another use is get 24/7 support. Means find answer and support through the Google Classroom Help Community, the Google Classroom Help Center, or the 24/7 support line. Well, I have now come to the end of my presentation. I hope it was useful, and if you are interested for Google Classroom, you can visit the link in the description below, and see you next time. And thanks for watching.